Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly.
Hey, tighten up.
Tighten up. Jump. Jump. We are here, Atlanta Falcons. Hey, excuse me, y'all, for being hoarse. I was at the game in Atlanta.
Yep.
Man, dude.
I know it was live.
It was live, dude. Well, not really live.
Right.
It was only like 5 Falcon fans there.
Yeah.
And after the first half, it was only 2 left.
Dude, seeing it on TV, I hit him up. I was like, man, is there anybody at the game?
The Titan fans was there, man, in blue for real, man. That's the most fans I've seen on the road, and I've been to many road games. That's the most I've seen, man. So very proud of the support that the Titans brought to Atlanta.
Right.
As y'all know, Atlanta's only a few hours down the road, literally.
Yeah.
It took no time to get to Atlanta, but them Falcon fans rise up, rise down. My homeboy said, rise down. You know what I'm saying?
Rise down,
Together we rise. No, together y'all fall.
Oh, right.
The Dirty Birds. And at the end of the game, I was doing the Dirty Bird. I was doing this, dude. I was doing this,
that old throwback, man.
Exactly,
Jamal
dude.
Anderson, man. That's fun.
Absolutely, man. So, but I'm very proud of the Tennessee Titans
too, man.
with the 24-10 win over the Atlanta Falcons.
Me too.
Fans on the train was talking trash to us, man. And I was like, look, you guys are 1-2 just like we are, right? You guys are shaking and nervous like we are, right? Y'all coming to the game. Defense is terrible, right? Running back, terrible. So we had to show that. Yeah. And that's what we did.
We did,
man.
We did real good, man. And it was amazing to see it. I was like, okay, this is the same Titans.
Same one.
That we see all the time. The inconsistency. You have a bad game, good game, bad game, good game, bad game, good game. It's like, okay. But like to piggyback off you said, man, I kind of knew just looking at this game that we were gonna win it. So, and apologize for not giving you the pregame.
Yeah,
because
man.
There's been a lot of issues, man.
Life.
Yeah, it's just life.
Yeah, man.
Life.
Yep.
So we apologize for that. But
yeah, man.
I kind of knew going in that I was confident. I was like, hey, if we do A, B, C, and D, we can win this game. And we won it fashionably well too. It was amazing to see it, man. I was proud of them boys to go down to the Dirty Birds.
Yes, sir.
And beat them up and cook them and put them in the oven and just have some fried falcon, man. It felt good.
Hey, man, that was good too, man. I put some hot sauce in there. You know what I'm saying? Man, we cooked it like we do hot chicken. It was hot Dirty Birds.
Right.
You know,
it was hot Dirty Birds. It's fun.
Man, absolutely, man. And the Atlanta, man, you know, they came in. You know, Matt Ryan throwing the football. And Falcon fans, don't ever say it's Matt Ryan.
Nope.
If I hear another person say that, man, I'm going to go crazy.
Right.
It's not Matt Ryan.
Right.
Matt Ryan's not Tom Brady, right?
But
he's not Patrick Mahomes.
But he is good.
He is good. Former MVP.
Right.
Took it to the Super Bowl.
One time.
At one time, right.
Okay.
But he's been in the mix.
Right.
Matt Ryan didn't have a bad game against the Titans.
He didn't.
He didn't throw no touchdowns.
He didn't.
But he didn't have a bad game. He threw the ball a lot, you know what I'm saying? But he's not the issue.
Right.
Your running back.
Oh, yes.
Devontae Freeman. You know what I'm saying? He runs hard. He's just not productive. I mean,
Right.
25 yards rushing. That's not going to get it done. And then your defense. You know what I mean?
And even with that, you like I said, we've alluded to it before.
Yes, sir.
You want to have a balanced offense. You have to have a run game.
That's right.
To complement the pass and
That's
vice
correct.
versa. And when you rely on the pass, like you said, Matt Ryan's a good quarterback.
He is, man. He is.
But you can't just rely on Matt Ryan to just win you the game. In years past, yes, because he's had Julio, he's had Cal,
and better defenses too.
And he has had better defense.
Right.
So that's the reason why they got to the Super Bowl that year.
Exactly.
Because of their defense. Their defense was good, but
it was.
I just looked at the defense on paper and I'm like, hold on. Once Neal went down,
right? Keanu Neal went down last week.
Once he went down, I said, okay, defensively they have nobody.
They have nobody.
I mean, you have Deion
Jones.
Deion Jones, which is
4'3" linebacker now.
He's a pretty damn good linebacker.
He is a good linebacker.
But you have Tack McKinney or the rookie. He's okay, but it just they didn't scare me on paper. And I'm just looking at the game. I'm like, okay, we can beat these. We can beat them. I mean, the Colts went down there and spanked them up.
Yep.
And we went down there and spanked them up. So man. I knew we can do it.
It's not Matt Ryan. It's not.
And
so that is what it is, Falcon fans. I would tell you, there's probably fans that'll tell you I trade Matt Ryan for Mariota, right?
Yep.
Right?
You said it.
Right.
You said it way back in the past.
Absolutely. So be careful for what you ask for, right?
Right.
So first what we want to do now, man, is to give you the 3 reasons as to why the Tennessee Titans played an incredible game against them Dirty Birds. So, Jock, tell me, what are your 3 reasons as to why we won, man?
So, reason number 1.
Yes, sir.
We played a balanced game. Yeah. Okay, that was one of the most perfect game I've seen the Titans play from offense to defense to special teams. Offensively, we played a balanced game to the point where we started fast. That's one thing we needed to do was start fast.
Yeah, we did.
And we started fast. In the second half, we kind of dwindled down for a little bit. But we did what we wanted to do. We wanted to beat you up with our bruising running back, which we did. And we ran the clock down, won the game. Brett Kern has to be the best punter in the league. This joker continues to just win us the game or damn near win us the game every week, man. The average, bro, is in the 10, in the 10-yard line or the 5, the 10. I mean, it's just that average. The Falcons had just started on their own 10 most of the game, and it just kept hurting them. So that's one reason, a balanced game, man. And we don't see too many balanced games.
No, we don't. We don't.
In Tennessee. So it was a well refreshing thing to see. Reason number 2 was Mariota. Mariota played smart decision making, man. He played. I think this is one of his best games I've seen him play.
Same here.
Decision wise, not performance wise, but decision wise. I mean, the Joker was accurate with his passes. He was putting them where only the receiver can get them. I said, okay. I see the improvement. You getting the ball out when you needed to get out, and then not holding on it for like 3 or 4, 5 seconds. It was an amazing thing to see. So that was reason number 2, and reason number 3, draft picks. Now this might sound crazy, people. Okay, this might sound crazy. John Robinson, since he's came in here, he's drafted very, very well. He's drafted players that you can contribute day one. Okay, we can go down the list. Derrick Henry. He contributed Sunday, right?
Absolutely.
We got Rashawn Evans, who contributed Sunday,
Absolutely.
right? We got Adoree Jackson, who contributed. You got Corey Davis, A.J. Brown. Harold Landry. Nate Davis got in there and did his thing. So you just go down the list of look at the draft picks that are contributing. It's half the damn team.
It is, man.
It's half the team contributing to a team that you be like, wow, about 4 or 5 years ago, we couldn't even get a draft pick to come in here and just perform, let alone doing what they're doing. So it's refreshing to actually see your investment paying off and coming in and just it's amazing to see it, dude. So you just need to continue to improve and continue to do that. What about you, man? What's your 3 reasons why we won the game?
Man, I have like 10 or 15. But, for the essence of time, man, we're going to go 3. All right, okay. 1. Is Marcus Mariota paying attention to our show?
He might be, man.
Okay, so I think Mariota actually, from a critic's standpoint, from what we've said, what you might hear on radio stations and things, Mariota seems to be paying attention. He seems to, quite understand, like, okay, I need to adjust my game. I need to step up in the pocket when the pass rush is there. He was doing that, right? Instead of taking a sack, he was throwing the ball out of bounds. He had one or two penalties as far as the throwing intentional grounding, right? And that's okay. I'll take that over a 10-yard sack. Okay,
I'll take it.
So Marcus Mariota, it hasn't had any turnovers. He's the only quarterback in the NFL with 0 turnovers.
It's perplexing.
It's unbelievable.
Blows my mind.
Mr. Turnover himself has no turnovers.
7.
Another thing as well too, man. Marcus Mariota didn't even get sacked. Again, he made great reads. He threw it where he needed to. Made a few errant throws, but there's no perfect quarterback. Marcus Mariota played an incredible game, and I really feel like he's paying attention, or the coaches are paying attention. It's like, look, Mariota, look, bro. You've been sacked 6 times in one game by Jacksonville. That needs to change.
I agree.
Step up in the pocket, make the read, make the throw. And that's exactly what he did, right? Now, I will say Atlanta's defense isn't good at all. Pass rush is terrible. DBs are terrible.
Still an NFL
but
defense.
It's still an NFL defense. And you still got to make plays, right? And he doesn't have a lot of speed on the outside, and he made it work, right?
That's true.
Next, we stopped Julio Jones
Yep.
at the end of the day. Now, Matt Ryan threw the ball 53 times. He had 397 yards passing, all right? No touchdowns. Out of all that, only 52 yards was made by Julio Jones on 4 catches, right? And Julio had no touchdowns. We stopped Julio. Watching the game there live at Mercedes Benz Stadium, which is a beautiful stadium, by the way, Atlanta. Kevin Byard stayed over the top the entire game, no matter if it was Malcolm Butler or Adoree Jackson or Logan Ryan that was guarding Julio. Everywhere he was going, he was bracketed the entire game. Now, Austin Hooper went off. Mohamed Sanu went off. Hooper had, I think he had like 12 catches.
He did.
And then Sanu had 9 catches. Hooper had over 130 yards receiving. But did they score any touchdowns? So it's like, look, we'll let y'all eat.
Right.
We'll let y'all eat snacks. We're not trying to feed the dinner. And that's in Julio Jones. And they stopped Julio. That was huge. So many fans in Atlanta, that's all you heard was Julio, man. He was nowhere to be found. Next, special teams. Brett Kern, killing. Brett Kern had 5 punts for 225 yards.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. That's 45 yards a punt. And 5 of those, out of those 5, all of them were inside the 20-yard line. You talk about a momentum killer. At times where I was thinking Atlanta might get kind of close because, again, they still got 11 out there, right? You still got Matt Ryan that can throw the ball, but we stopped all that with Brett Kern. Awesome job to Brett Kern. An awesome job, man. Awesome job, man.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So
let me ask you this, Paul.
Yes, sir.
What was your concern? What concerns you in the game?
Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel. 4th down, and we're up 24-10, and you go for it? We're just down up 2 touchdowns? Are you kidding me? Right. You're allowing Atlanta to maybe possibly score and make it a 7-point game? I cannot believe we didn't take the 3. That's 2 weeks in a row he's done that, right?
Yes,
2 weeks in a row. Yes. Then even the Indianapolis game, he did some questionable things. Mike Vrabel at times doesn't coach like a coach. He coaches like a player. He coaches like a fan. He literally is like emotional, like, we can get it. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go for it. And he's wrong about 90% of the time. Look, I like being aggressive at times, not saying that's not the case. But one, you got to look at, okay, where are we right now? We literally could kick a field goal and make this a 17-point game, a 3-score game.
And you don't have time.
And they won't have time. The defense ain't even worried. If you score a touchdown, no big deal. You still got to score 2 more and it was 13 minutes left to go in the game. Right. It's like, kick the field goal, be done with it. And when he did not make it, the crowd just went, the Titans fans did say, and I was quiet for 10 minutes, man. And that's unlike me, right? Unbelievable.
I was the same way.
Mike Vrabel, bro, you're coaching decent. You're doing coaching pretty good, but at times that might be the worst play call I've ever seen. Okay? So that's my concern. What about you, Jacques?
The second half being conservative, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We had plenty of opportunities to take them out when we needed to take them out.
Yeah, man.
And I just feel like the play calling got conservative. Now, granted, Mike, he tried to get aggressive, but that was the wrong time to do it. You see what I'm saying? That was the wrong time to do it. So, and with an offense like the Falcons, you can't misjudge them. You can't be like, hey, defense is playing well. We're up 14 points. We're okay. No. You still got Julio because it can take one mistake and it's a 7-point game again.
Yes, sir.
So when you're in that conservative mode, and I feel like the defense didn't get conservative because they had no choice. They had no choice. You see what I'm saying? But the offense kind of stalled out in the second half. I was like, okay, what happened to the energy we had in the first half? We need to carry it over into the second half. It's okay to beat a team 35-10. It's okay to put up 40. Look what Cleveland did.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So my thing is that concerns me going forward. Keep your foot on their neck. Hold them down. We've done it. I've seen it last year. I've seen it all last year when we played the Patriots. We kept our foot on their neck the whole time. So let's keep that same energy. And even last year, go back to your point with Vrabel.
Yes, sir.
He was aggressive, but it paid off when he needed to pay off. So when it works, it works. When it don't work, you look stupid.
You look dumb. Man.
You look real stupid.
Yeah, man.
So that's one thing that concerned me in the game.
Understood, sir. Understood.
I don't know.
I feel you, man. So Jacques, tell me, man, we watched the whole game, of course, from start to finish. Who do you feel was the player of the game?
This might shock some people. Nate Davis.
Agreed.
Nate Davis.
Man.
Nate Davis came in and did something that Jamel Douglas. It was Jamel Douglas.
Yeah, Jamel Douglas.
They couldn't do.
Yeah, Pamphile, all them dudes.
Panfield, they couldn't do. This is why we drafted him in the 3rd round.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
They say, the competition in college. He didn't really play nobody but UT. That's fine.
Yep.
What he showed me Sunday when he was in there, he stood at the point of attack. He held his assignment. He didn't let nobody get through. Mariota was sacked 0 times, which that's new. That's something that's new to us this year because to that we was 17, 18. We were climbing.
Right.
So just to see Mariota sit back there and actually have a chance to throw the ball and just pick apart a defense, it felt good. So for me, it was Nate Davis. I'm proud of this. Let's keep the same energy. Of course, he's gonna make his mistakes, people. He's a rookie.
Right.
So when he makes his mistakes, it's okay. He's gonna learn from them. So that's something that we have to take into consideration. But the potential that I seen and what I seen Sunday, let's carry over the momentum. What about you?
That boy MM8.
Okay.
The Hawaiian assassin.
Okay.
Marcus Mariota.
Okay.
He had a heck of a game.
Okay.
When you look at it, man, he was 18 for 27. You know, that's not a whole lot of throwing, but that's very efficient, right? 227 yards and 3 touchdowns. And here, no interceptions, right? No fumbles. He had one fumble he recovered. Right. But overall, Marcus Mariota played a great game, okay? You know, you might look at his stats and be like, well, he ain't had 500 yards. He don't need all that when you have Derrick Henry who ran over 100 yards rushing, right? We kind of forget that, too, that Derrick Henry had a heck of a second half, right?
Yeah.
He had 40 yards in the first half and ate him up in 60-some yards in the second half. So Marcus Mariota did a great job when his number was called to make the throw. A.J. Brown, you did an unbelievable job. He got the ball to A.J. Brown. Awesome job to A.J. Brown. Awesome job to Corey Davis as well. Despite a bad drop, it happens. You know, Corey Davis made plays. But that all started with Mariota throwing him the football, getting him open in space. There were times I saw the Atlanta Falcons, and we talked about this earlier. I'm looking at their defense. It was wide open the majority of the game in the middle. And Mariota saw that. He wasn't locked into one receiver like he usually does. He read his progressions. He saw what was open, what was given to him, and that's what happened. Even on the big third down play that Corey Davis got the first down again, it was a big hole in the middle. I was like, I can't believe when I'm seeing I saw it before it even happened. Mariota read that, threw the football, got the first down. Right. Awesome job to Marcus Mariota. Look, we're rooting for you, Mariota.
Yes,
we're not haters of Mariota at all. We're rooting for you. But if questions are asked, should we keep them up? Those are great questions. They should be answered, right?
So piggyback off of that, we put in a comment in the comment section last week asking that same question.
Yep, that's right.
What would you do with Mariota at the end of the season? I'm gonna ask you.
Yep.
What would you do?
I would give him a 1-year deal. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I would just a prove it deal. You know, maybe not so much a prove it deal. Just give him time to look. You're keep Arthur Smith. We're gonna do 2 years, this year, next year. See how you do. See how you adjust. Yeah, that's what I would do. What about for you?
Same thing. I mean, we talked about it, man. Yeah. Like you said, a prove it deal. I wouldn't sign him to nothing big.
Yep.
Give him that prove it, because say if we do go to the playoffs, okay, we make it a little deep. All right, cool. That's fine. But we know how inconsistent he can be, okay? Right. To me, I feel like this is his learning year, okay? He said he's had 5 years to learn, okay? He had 5 years to learn this stuff. Yeah. But also got to take into consideration, he's had 5 offensive coordinators also.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Each year, he's had different offensive coordinators.
That's right.
So I would say prove a deal, 1-year deal. If you see somebody in the draft, bring them in. Yep. Just to groom them, okay? If that's something you want to do, bring them in, because what are we going to do? Go on free agency and get a Joe Flacco or a Fitzpatrick or Fitzmagic? I mean, we've been down this road before.
We've done that.
So it's one of them things, like you said, sign him to a 1-year prove-it deal.
Yep.
Once you sign him to that deal, he has a whole nother year to come through, Arthur Smith, which is scary, because if Mariota puts up the numbers he puts up, other teams are going to come knocking on his door. He'll have a head coaching job like that. Right, you know how the NFL is.
That's right.
So that's another thing we got to take in consideration. It's like, okay, it's a good thing that Mariota's showing out like he is showing out, but it's a bad thing too, because once you lose your 6th offensive coordinator, we starting from scratch.
That's right.
Look at Matt LaFleur. What happened last year.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
So
that is correct.
That's what I would do. Bring him in, let him get some continuity with A.J. Brown and them. Say run the same offense the second year. See how the offense go. If we can go from here to here, then you got you something.
Absolutely, man. So Titan fans, Atlanta Falcon fans, that's the end of the show. As always, we truly appreciate everybody tuning in. Yes, forgive me for being hoarse because I was screaming "Rise Down" the whole game.
Yes, sir. Also, like, share, subscribe, turn your notification bell on.
Yes, sir.
Also, let's get to 300 subscribers.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it, man. We're doing good. Keep the comments up. I love it.
Yep.
Tighten up.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Rise down. Dirty bird. Dirty bird. Dirty bird. Tighten up. You know how we do. Who?